This is day 13 of doing something different every single day to understand the sadness in my life, because up until now, I didn't feel like I could process that sadness in a productive way. And today, on this Monday, I want to process the sadness of vibrancy, of color. When you think about something in your past, something that gave your life purpose and almost color, it's almost weird how washed out it seems right now. Think of your favorite toy, like in my case, it was Beyblade or something like that. Those kinds of toys no longer bring the same kind of emotion. Yet sometimes I seek that sort of vibrancy and fondness from the past. And it's really important to understand that it's normal to seek things of comfort when things are tumultuous, when things are not going your way, when things are going adjacently sideways to the umpteenth degree. That any kind of, retrospective comfort is always welcome. You're never gonna say no to a home cooked meal. You're never gonna say no to a hug from your parents. Oh, at least I hope not. You can cringe, but at least I hope you don't hate it. And when it comes to it losing its color, it didn't necessarily lose its color. Your eyes just tune in to different colors now. When you think about it, what once brought you joy might not bring the same joy anymore. It might bring this almost washed out, old kind of tones and colors, but it still has that joy. It's just locked away in that part of your life that you have the privilege to reread but not to relive. And the colors that make your life colorful now could be very well different. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's cleaning, maybe it's doing something like this where you're just talking to someone else, hoping that this reaches someone that's also trying to understand their kindness. So if you're seeing this today and you feel like your world has no colors, maybe look at it from a different lens. Look at it from a different scope, where the colors that you're trying to seek in the past, where you're trying to validate why it's so washed out now, might not be the appropriate course of action. Maybe you have to wet the colors that you have right now and see its true vibrancy underneath the dryness. And the easiest example of this is exercise, for me at least. When it comes to exercise, everyone unanimously hates it. There's very few that like it in the moment. But when you look back after you've completed something, you just feel great. You just feel powerful. And it's because you put in the work to almost uncover that layer on top, to get rid of that dryness, physically as well in this case. So the next time that you feel like your world doesn't have a lot of color, again, maybe it's time to look at it from a different lens.